They erased his name from the plaque at the hospital he built. The first black hospital in Pennsylvania, 78 years of saving lives, and the man who founded it has been forgotten. Want to know why that's wrong? Here's the story they don't want you to remember. October 31st, 1895. A three-story brick house at 1512 Lombard Street, Philadelphia. Dr. Nathan Francis Mosul stood before a small crowd and said something that should haunt us. "We wish it had not been necessary to establish the Douglas Hospital. It means extravagance, inefficiency, duplication of effort, and is undemocratic in that it establishes caste." Think about that. He was opening Pennsylvania's first black hospital, a monumental achievement, and his opening statement was that it shouldn't exist. Here's why. Mosul had become the first black physician to graduate from the University of Pennsylvania School of Medicine in 1882. According to historical records, he graduated with honors. He became the first black member of the Philadelphia County Medical Society. Every white hospital in Philadelphia denied him admitting privileges, not because he wasn't qualified, because of his skin. For a decade, Mosul worked out of his home on Lombard Street, forced to refer patients who needed surgery to white physicians. Black patients were routinely turned away from Philadelphia hospitals or given substandard care. And black medical school graduates? They couldn't get internships. Black women who wanted to become nurses? Denied training. So Mosul did what necessity demanded. He founded the Frederick Douglass Memorial Hospital and Training School, the second black hospital in the entire United States after Chicago's Provident Hospital. According to the hospital's charter, it had three purposes: care for the sick, provide hospital opportunities for physicians, and train nurses. The Philadelphia black community funded it. According to African American registry documentation, 86% of first-year expenses came from black residents themselves. Churches, fraternal organizations, ordinary people, they raised $77,000. Madam C.J. Walker contributed. The community believed in it because they needed it. Within 2 years, the hospital graduated its first 2 nurses, black women who couldn't get training anywhere else in Philadelphia. By the early 1900s, historical records show the hospital performed 31 operations in its first year alone. It had X-ray machines, pathology labs, maternity wards. The American College of Surgeons certified it. Mosul served as chief of staff for 38 years. He retired in 1933, but kept practicing medicine until he was 90 years old. During his tenure, according to University of Pennsylvania archives, he personally performed over 2/3 of all surgeries at Douglas Hospital, not because he was a control freak, but because he was determined to prove that black physicians could deliver the highest standard of care. But here's the complexity. Some of his own staff left in 1907 to found Philadelphia's second black hospital, Mercy Hospital, claiming Mosul ran Douglas too autocratically. The tension was real. But so was the impact. For 78 years, from 1895 until 1973, Frederick Douglass Memorial Hospital saved lives that no other Philadelphia hospital would. It trained generations of black nurses and doctors who were locked out of white medical institutions. It delivered babies, performed emergency surgeries, treated tuberculosis patients that other hospitals wouldn't touch. In 1948, 2 years after Mosul's death, Douglas merged with Mercy Hospital to form Mercy Douglas Hospital, hoping to solve chronic financial problems. They built a new facility at 50th and Woodland, but providing free or reduced care to impoverished patients while running a full teaching hospital proved financially impossible. In December 1971, Mercy Douglas went into receivership. In July 1973, it closed forever. The building was demolished in 1982. And here's the insult. Today, there's a historical marker at 1522 Lombard Street, marking the site of Frederick Douglass Hospital. It mentions Gertrude Bustle Mosul, Nathan's wife. It calls her wife of the founder. But it doesn't name Nathan Mossel, the man who sacrificed a decade fighting for integration, who reluctantly accepted segregation to save lives, who served for 38 years, erased. Nathan Francis Mossel died on October 27, 1946, at age 90. No statue, no monument, just a plaque that won't say his name. But 78 years of Black patients treated, Black doctors trained, Black nurses educated, that legacy can't be erased. If you've never heard Nathan Mossel's name before today, ask yourself why. Comment below if you think he deserves recognition. Share this with someone who needs to know that Black excellence in medicine didn't start recently. It started in 1895 on Lombard Street. And if you believe forgotten history is still history worth remembering, follow for more stories they tried to bury.